Hello everyone, my name is FlareBlitzed here and welcome back to our Let's Play of Nightmare of the Snow. I really love this game so far, apart from that death that we had last episode. But now we're going to traverse through these areas to try and find what these sort of traps are. But we need to actually read what they say first before we can actually do anything. Okay. The Kirihara family is a very wealthy family. They were considered one of the richest families in Japan in their day. The Kirihara family also loved trading with foreigners that came from the west and southeast. The foreigners often brought a unique weapon called firearm to trade with the katanas that the Kirihara family had. That is why the Kirihara family was the most dangerous family in Japan during that era. Okay, so what we need to do is avoid going into these sort of pools, as they were, because they contain traps. And I'm not sure what else contains traps, but I'm pretty sure there are lots of other things as well that contains traps. But the important thing we need to know is how to disable the traps. Okay, so this little mat over here doesn't have a trap. But do all the towers of these ones contain a trap? Not all of them, just where that blood spot is. So, there are no books on the shelf that caught attention. No books. No books. I don't believe we went over this way because all we did the last time round was walked into that pool of blood. And that's where the trap was. No books. No books. May as well say all of this earlier. Just don't take any notice of it because it just does not have anything that will catch your eye. Did that change or is it just me? I think it's just me. Right. So, is there anything else that we can investigate in this area? Not really. So let's go to the next area. Next area. We have yet to encounter our first sort of jump scare, because this game does say that it contains a lot of jump scares. But jump scares come in different varieties. There's ones which just appear and just take up the entirety of the screen. That was really annoying. What the hell? There's ones which cover up the entirety of the screen, or there's ones which cover up partial of the screen. Or there's other ones which just like follow right behind you and then come up with something suspicious and scary. But the scare all depends on like how vulnerable you are to that particular kind of jump scare. Because there's different levels of like horrors. It's not just one category, there's lots of subcategories to it as well. Something's not right about this room. I should be careful. Right, so the one thing we're going to do is avoid those patches of blood. A mirror made by ice is standing in front of you. Good! I was expecting some sort of monster to come up from the top right side. Yeah, this game is really well made. There's a crumpled note on the floor. Beware for blood pools. Yep, I got that within the last episode, because the blood pools indicate that somebody has died there. But then again, that also means that not all the traps have been activated. So therefore we need to watch out for the other stuff. Well, there's this blood as well. All this blood is horrific. Okay, but I get confused as to whether some things are actually floorboards or not. Okay, there's a lot of blood over here. The door is locked. You'll need a key to open it. Thank you very much, sir. Skeleton. Nothing over here. So it's good that... Oh, this is nice to the eyes. The frames are really clear as well. The name Takamura is written on a drawer. There's nothing inside. The name Hideyoshi was written on a drawer. Hideyoshi Toyotomi was one of the great conquerors of the Sengoku period in Japan. The name Sengoku was written there. Nothing. The name Madoka was written there. The name Shuichi was written there. There's a key in there. Bedroom key. Good. The name Yukiko was written on a drawer. There's nothing inside. Okay, so we got a key. We got a bedroom key to be exact. But let's see what these are. The name Haruto was written on a drawer. There's nothing inside. The name Siko was written in there. There's nothing inside though. Also, over here. Oh, there's a spa here. I'd like a warm bath right now, but not in this place. It could be a trap. It could be a trap of all things. Oh, but I really want a hot bath. That would feel so relaxing and tantalizing and... No, I was about to say something rather crude there, but it's not in my nature to be crude. So... where else is there within this perpetuate nightmare within the winter that gives us something to work with aside this key? Okay, so there was a room earlier which we discovered which was locked, but oh my god, I wasn't paying. Oh my god, I avoided death twice there. I'm trying to find. Use the bedroom key. Good. I'm trying to find a save slot. I think we do save at save. There's a save point. There's a lovely save point. Save points are very important. Still got 0 souls. Do we need to harvest souls for our endeavours? I'm pretty sure the souls actually means something that's either leads towards a specific ending or it could mean something within the game or after game content. I don't know. There's a blue coloured diary in the shelf. Will you read it? Yes. 20th of February 1930. I found a scroll about the dark ritual that was used by our ancestor. Oh, I didn't even manage to read all that. During the hunt, I was almost killed by a gun-wielding foreigner. Luckily, I was able to decapitate him with lots of effort, dodging his bullet. Glad I took my guarded katana. I met a very talented samurai from village in the west. I guess I introduced him to my daughter later. She had to marry him or Kaya family work. Okay. My daughter refuses to get married. I'll make sure if it changes her mind. For now, I'll lock her inside the cave underneath the mansion until she changes her mind. My daughter kept crying inside the cave, so I beat her head with a stick to silence her. After all, she's only a burden if she doesn't get married. Once called me cruel father, but this is all for the sake of her family. Not very good when it comes to reading because it skips to the next box immediately. Doesn't give us a chance to read. Why is this a thing? Goodies. What have we got to do with ourselves to make ourselves feel better? Does that move? No, that's a wall there. The background also almost submerges with parts of a wall. Mirror! If I knew there's a mirror here, I would have saved. I wasn't paying attention as always. Come on. This key must be... You got the entrance door key. Yes, now I can escape. What happened? Who is it? Who? Hey there! No! That girl is an Onryo. I'll have to run. Okay, so I need to run away from her, but whereabouts do I get... I didn't even read the instructions. Where was the door? I'm pretty sure they just made the door disappear. Oh, there we go. Freaking hell! I did not expect that. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let us just read all this. My daughter came to this world, but my dear Siko, her body became a lot weaker than after that. Why? Why did this have to happen? I don't know why. This is the room owner's remains, right? Did he commit suicide? Stop questioning our... Oh yeah, there's a switch inside the box. Will you press it? Something seems to be deactivated. Maybe a trap of something. Maybe that was a good thing actually. So we'll save and then we're actually gonna... What we might do is stay quiet. What happened? I'm expecting something. Well, I don't think that ended too well for us. Yuki didn't move a single bit trying to stay quiet, but it was a huge mistake. As she stayed quiet, something kept approaching her from behind. A hand suddenly grabbed her neck. The last thing she heard is a snap. Run to the entrance, okay. Run to the entrance. Oh, that deactivated the trap, so good. Good. I can't remember where we went to go. Oh my god, I've hit. Get away from me. I don't want to encounter the likes of you. I need to get out of here. Get out of here. Oh my gosh, she's right there. Oh my gosh, she's right. Damn it! She just spawns next to... Oh my god, she's really bad. She's really fast in some cases. Get away from me. Get away from me. Oh my gosh, she's right there. She's... Time to just go and get the hell out of here. My problem is that I keep making unnecessary steps, so it takes more to actually get away from her. In some instances. Okay, so this area... I don't want to do any harm. I just want to be able to escape this nightmare from the snow. Escape this nightmare is my top priority, but I have these encounter mates. Right there. Da dee da da da. No, not that way. Over here. Up here and no. Oh my god, she's getting lots of dead ends here, and I don't know which way I need to go. Oh my god, she took a shortcut to... Oh my god, no, no! Can I just not? And we probably can't save as well during a chase scene, but it's probably very good that we can't, because the closer they are to you, the less likely is you're actually going to be able to move away from said creature if they're going to kill you. Because that was a big problem in a game called Paranoia, because that you can save anytime you want, including a jump, including a chase. Oh my god, which way? Which way? Down, down. Where did that smash come from? Oh my god, she's right there. She's right there! Get away from me! Still tight. Oh, the entrance is right here. Yes. That's the one. We're back here. Oh my. I've come back to the alley. Oh god, that's so terrifying. I really need a rest right now. I'll just go home. I bet you tell your parents and they'll be like, they have absolutely no idea what's going on. What a horrible stench. I know. Okay, we can't go that way. Let's not go back into the alley. My golly, what a horrible trek that was. And I bet we're late for our party as well. So I remember there's been a party. A party to celebrate. Actually, it's a leaving party, wasn't it? No, that was a school way. Home's over here. I bet we're late. I bet we're late. I've never been so scared before. What time is it now? I'm probably late for a party. It's still 6:37, but why? I've been in that shrine for at least 1 hour. What a time on Tiga's phone. It says 8:07. Was everything back there is just a dream? I'll just take a bath right now. I'm really sweating after being chased by that ghost. Okay, so the bath was over that way, but I'm gonna save first. Gonna save first. Unless this is still part of the dream. This is still part of the dream. Okay, so this is unlike any other mirror. This one you can enter passwords in. Yay, let's take a bath. Take a nice long bubble bath. A nice long hot bubble bath. Anyone going to work? Bath's over here. Well, at least I escaped from that Onryo. After this, I'm just going to read some book and I'll forget everything about that shrine in no time. I bet this is still part of the horror. Because there's nobody, well, there was that one guy north. I'm expecting something scary to happen. Ouch, I think I accidentally scratched my eyes. I should check it in the mirror. Let's see. Okay, that should do it. Is someone there? On the mirror. What's wrong? Why are you so scared? You are looking at yourself. You're not me. What made you think like that? Look, I've got short purple hair, purple eyes, and the same voice. Shut up! You're not me! You're just a reflection on the mirror! Of course, I'm your reflection. The mirror is just doing its job. And you really are. Yep, I'm you, you are me. You know what makes us different? It's that I'm the one who resides deep inside this body. Meanwhile, you are the outer one. Well, what do you mean by that? I'm the outer one. You are just like a cage that kept me sealed, more or less. But keep this in your mind. There are no two of us. Okay. She's gone. Am I just hallucinating again? Ordinarily as it seems, it may not be so elusive. It may not be such an illusion after all. Dare they? How dare they do that to us? Do that to us. Right. Yes. I have 0 soul still. Hello, Yuki. So I'm glad we escaped from that death trap, because that was an ordeal in itself. Yeah, we best not go in there. Or older brother's room. Let's not go into anyone's room apart from our own. Make a phone call. So, what do we do next? Ah, there's Mother. Hello. Oh, Yuki, you look so pale. You should rest now, okay? I should rest. Is that what you're saying? I should rest. Okay, he's still here? Oh, Yuki, say, what did you think about my katana? It looks awesome, Dad. Oh, of course. Do you want one for yourself? Sorry, Dad, I don't. I don't want a katana. While it's very good for my survival states, it's not very good for other survival states. Especially if I'm trained within the arts of the weapons. Should I rest? I'm not feeling sleepy at all. Okay, so let's not do that. Let's go back outside and see what we can find. So there's nothing in home. Hello. Hey Yuki, have you found my phone yet? Of course. Here, please don't lose it again next time, okay? Okay, I promise. You return Tiga's phone. Did something bad happen? Huh? No, nothing happened. Don't freaking lie to me. Your smile says it all. After all, we've known each other since we were children. What are you talking about? Nothing bad happened. Well, if you say so. I'll see you later at the party, Ren. See ya! See ya! You're gonna have to spit the truth later, sooner or later, Yuka. I'd probably be laughed if I told him what. So I'd probably be laughed as if I was told about what happened. I better do some research about that mansion. After that, I'll recheck my luggage. Okay, so let's find a computer then. Find a computer and do some research. Necessary for... Right now you can surf on the internet to see if there's any information about Kirihara's mansion. There is, of course, an optional task. You can start by searching on the internet. You don't have to do this task actually, but to improve your knowledge about ghost stories and urban legends, doing so is recommended. When you're done, interact with your wardrobe. Okay. So, it's optional, but it might lead to a better outcome if we do this. Okay, now where do I start? Use when to Gear's search engine, go on Wikipedia, ask some random people on social media. We'll do the first one. Kirihara mansion. The results are all about other mansions. Really? Shigoro, no, okay. Onryo with Bush money. The results are a lot scary Onryo pictures. Oh, we're using that keyword. Yeah. So let's go on Wikipedia. List of haunted places in Japan. There's too many of them, but this one really caught my attention. The Hamuro Mansion. In an area outside Tokyo, there lies a mansion in which it is said that 7 people were murdered in a grisly manner. On the same property, there lie 3 detached residences that surrounded the mansion, all of which are rumoured to have ties to the mansion's troubled past. It's said that there is an underground network of tunnels that lay beneath the premises, but nobody knows who made these tunnels or what purpose they served. Many inexplicable phenomena have been reported occurring on the property. Bloody handprints have been found splattered all over the walls. Spirits have been spotted on the premises, even in broad daylight. They're brave. Usually only a night thing. If you take a photo on a certain window, a young girl can be seen in the developed picture. A narrow stairway leads to an attic where a spirit-sealed talisman is rumoured to be locked away. Excuse me. Men have sought this talisman, only to be found later with their bodies broken and rope marks around their wrists. These incidences have provoked fear in the people of Tokyo, and many believe that those who live near this area will become cursed. The deaths of those 7 people who were killed in the mansion are unexplained to this day. My god. Well, the mansion I've been looking for was Kirihara Mansion, not this one. Urban Legends in Japan. Ao Oni. Very lovely Ao Oni story. Kashaki Onna is one of the most famous urban legends in Japan. It is said that she is a woman who was mutilated by her husband and then returns as an Onryo. People said that she appears at night as a beautiful woman that wears a mask. Children are the ones who are usually encounters Kashaki Onnas. If you meet her, she will ask if she's pretty or not. If you say yes, she will take off her mask, which reveals her mouth that is slit from ear to ear. After that, she will ask the same question again. If the victim answers yes, the Onryo will slit their victim's mouth just like her mouth. But if the victim answers no, he or she will be cut in half. In half! It is impossible to run away from Kashaki Onna, and she will instantly reappear in front of her victim, but some sources said that there's a way to escape from her. In 1979, around the Nagasaki prefecture, Kashaki Onna has been sighted in many places. This caused panic in many towns. So it seems like these are like curses that are inflicted around urban legends within Japan. And I've encountered some sort of a similar thing when I did my Let's Play on Paranormal Syndrome 1 and 2. Many schools are only allowing children to go home in groups escorted by their teachers. Even the police started to increase their patrols. That's very good. Well, this one's not related to Cairo Mansion. Tiki Tiki. Tiki Tiki is the name given to an Onryo of a young schoolgirl who fell on a railway line and was cut in half by an oncoming train. Oh my god, that's so terrible. Tiki Tiki travels by using her elbows while dragging her torso, making the Tiki Tiki sounds. If an unlucky person encounters her and that victim didn't run fast enough, she will slice them in half using the scythe that she always carries. I think I'll start improving my running speed. Well, this one is not related to Kirihara Mansion. Kashima Riko. Kashima Riko is an Onryo of woman who died and lost her leg on a train track. She usually haunts bathroom and toilet stalls. If she encounters a person, she will ask where her legs are. Answering her question wrongly will result in having your legs ripped off by her. Another version of the legend said that instead of having your legs ripped off, she will instead break your legs by twisting them 360 degrees. The correct answer to the question is Meishin Expressway. If she asks who told you about where legs is, the answer Kashima Riko. After that, she will go and retrieve her legs. Even if you know how to deal with one of those Onryo, it's still scary if you encounter them. Well, this one's not related to... Yeah. Ao Oni, Blue Demon. I'm fascinated to see what this one's about. There's a mansion somewhere in Japan where people have been reported to be missing. Rumors said that they have been taken by a mysterious blue demon, like a creature named Ao Oni. Even though there's nothing that's proof of the existence of the Ao Oni, many people have sighted them in the forest near the mansion. There's only one person who came back from the mansion, a middle school student with glasses. He told the media that the Ao Oni already exists. After that, the legend about the Ao Oni is labelled as a true story. Middle-aged Hiroshi. Until today, the mansion is left in mysteries. No one has ever visited the mansion again. No shit. This one seems familiar. I think I've heard about it somewhere. Yeah, there's probably some sort of like reference to Ao Oni. Which page should I open? Noa Ona, the snake woman. And besides, I just use profanity very, very infrequently. Noa Oni is name given to a yuki, which resembles a snake with female human head. They are usually seen on a shore washing their hands. They usually lure their victims by pretending to be a drowned woman. Once their victims rescued the Noa Oni, she will begin to constrict them, and eventually sucking their blood. People say that Noa Ona has a very beautiful face. This wonderful factor will lure men to rescue them. In order to identify her, you have to look at the water surface. Noa Ona usually trick their victims on a calm water. Yeah, because that means there's less waves and less layers to it. There's not what I'm looking for. Okay. Akamanto, the Red Cave. Akamanto is a malicious spirit that hunts public and school haunts, not hunts. He appears as a man that wears red cape and a mask. It is said that he wears the mask in order to hide his extremely handsome face. If he entered the toilet stall which he haunts, he will ask you, would you prefer a red paper or a blue paper? If you answered red paper, you will be slaughtered until your clothes are bloodstained just like a red paper. If you answered a blue paper, you will be strangled to death until your face turns blue. Either way, you will be killed. If you answer any other colour besides red and blue, you will be dragged or sent into Netherworld. Another version of the legend said you will be thrown into hell instead of the Netherworld. The correct way to escape Akimanta's question is by answering, "No paper!" I should never use a public toilet again. Well, this one's not related. A village where 33 people massacred. There's a village somewhere in Japan where a massive murder has occurred during the war. 33 people were massacred there. People said that the killer is a man carrying several guns and a katana. Until today, the identity of the killer is still enshrouded in mystery. The said village was completely annihilated only in one night. Excuse me again. Where the killer massacred his victim one by one in a brutal way, the killer later burned the village with a Molotov. In 1976, a landslide buried the entire village. This caused the village to completely disappear. No one could find the village anymore. This one looks pretty weird. Why would someone massacre a village full of innocent people? The Red Room. The Red Room curse is an urban legend about a mysterious pop-up message on the internet. The pop-up will be triggered when you watch a Flash movie titled Red Room Curse. The Flash movie told you about two men seeking the mystery of a Red Room Curse. I was starting to feel really scared now since I'm actually on the internet surfing for this. When we open the website where a pop-up should appear, it does start to pop out. The man who sits on a computer tried to close the pop-up, but the pop-up keeps appearing endlessly. "Do you like?" is the first message the man heard. After a few minutes of trying to close the pop-up, the next message was heard, "Do you like red?" Finally, a final message was heard, "Do you like Red Room?" And then suddenly the room became dark. The man felt a presence behind him. That is the last thing he knew before the whole room suddenly became red, a bloody red one. On the next day, the man was found dead, mutilated, with his whole room painted red with his blood. From that day until now, no one has ever opened the website again. This is ridiculous. There's no way the Kirihara family will ever use the internet. The urban legend is pretty scary though. No. But I was worried that I was just gonna... I think that would happen. Okay, I've done that. Ask some random people on a social network. No way, I'm too shy to ask strangers. Okay. Open Yahoo answer. There's no way someone would ask such a question on the site. I've had one question about the family. Question, does anyone know about the Kirihara family? Top answer? I don't know. I wonder if such an answer became the top one. I don't get... Music albums. I don't think that's the answer though, but we're going to leave it today and we're going to find out to see if we can find out any more mysteries in the next time of Nightmare of the Snow. This has been excellent so far. I'm really enjoying this, so take care of yourselves folks and see you all in the next time of Nightmare of the Snow. Have a wonderful day and take care of yourselves.